Yeah. Hello, I'm Sarvanapriya. My reflection about this unit is I learned many concepts and diagrams like class diagram, FMC, flowchart, and the like. Um, Using these diagrams, I can now turn those requirements into um, designs that can be understood by the other stakeholders. Um, Especially using class diagram, um, I can identify attributes and methods that I am going to use in the diagrams. This concept will help me in my IT career because nowadays most of the IT field use object oriented programmings, and in that class diagrams are widely used. So it will help me in future. Okay, that's all.
All right. My name is Deepak Patil, and my outcome, like learning outcome from this specific subject, is like first is the SDLC learning, how this all process, like interviewing the person, stakeholders, requirement elicitation from them, then analysis all the requirement that we get through the interview process, then entity relationships between all of them, the use case diagrams, class diagrams, and activity diagrams help smoothen out the coding operations that we are going to do with this, like into the system development life cycles. The second learning outcome I learn is that independent learning skills, like uh, whenever we want to uh, like when we want to learn things, we have to do the independently. So I learned the independent skills, and the last and the foremost that I learned is the teamwork, how we individually work together and create a beautiful outcomes. So that's all my learning from uh, the whole system analysis and design sector. Thank you.
So my name is Prarthana, and some of the things I've learned about the process of the system analysis and design in this course would be the strategies for identifying and analyzing stakeholder needs and developing models for system behavior and also developing system architectures. And these abilities will be useful, I believe, to me in my future work, possibly as a software developer or any other IT field as well, and where I'll be creating sophisticated systems from scratch. And additionally, I also learned the value of teamwork and efficient communication with possible stakeholders and as well as my team members, which will be very helpful in a team-based job setting in the future.
So one more point I want to add into this is that being a software developer, I can see these time-consuming tasks help design and code quickly for the real-time projects. That what I think is the SDLC will help us.
So throughout the development lifecycle, we can see various techniques that can be used to support the analysis and design of a software system. So the SDLC describes all the steps that go into creating an information system from the early design stage to the actual implementation and the maintenance. So the steps are as follows. So the first stage is the requirement analysis and planning phase, where system goals, objectives, and scopes are defined. And we can discover the stakeholder needs through this step using different approaches such as use case creation, requirement matrix, stakeholder analysis. So the next stage is the design stage. And this is where system architecture, user interface, and the database are all designed. And we can see the system parts interact with their different parts. And we can utilize techniques like class diagrams, sequence diagrams, and activity diagrams to model system processes and interaction. The next step is the implementation stage. And this is where the real coding of the system happens. And it's directed from the design requirements that were produced in the earlier stages. And UML class diagrams can be used to define the object-oriented structure of the system. And the next stage after that is the testing stage. And this is where the system is tested to make sure it complies with the specifications and the requirements. And the defects that may be found can be fixed using methods like test cases and user acceptability testing. And we can use FMP diagrams to validate and verify the system. And the last stage is the evolution stage. And this includes development, deployment, and maintenance stages. The deployment stage involves installation of the system in a live environment, and the maintenance phase ensures that the system continues to satisfy the demands of stakeholders and also helps maintain and keep updating the system throughout time. And any problems found are fixed, and any strategies such as recurring system reviews can also be employed. So in conclusion, the methods that we learned in the system analysis and design may be used across the whole SDLC to guarantee the creation of a successful and sufficient environment of the system. Thank you.